to Season 10, Episode 2 of the Licking County Metalheads Podcast. I am here with... What's your name?
Blood of A.
Dude, that's like trying to say biscotti. I can't.
You know what? You've earned the right. You can just call me Jay.
Thank you. I can pronounce that.
It's one letter.
It's one fucking letter.
One fucking letter.
One fucking letter. There's 26. You get one. So we are here with Jay from Led by Demons. Later on in the show, we are going to release a world premiere video. I love the sound of that. They have got a lot of news for us as far as little touring action, little song action, what they've been doing, what's coming up. So we'll be happy to get into that before we premiere the new video. I think, in my personal opinion, and that and $2.99 will get you a copy at McDonald's. This, I believe, is the best song from you guys to this point, man.
Appreciate that.
And so I applaud your efforts to get better. There's a lot of bands that don't. They want to play the same old shit time after time and get praised for it. And you guys have showed, and if they don't believe me, I can break out video.
We're paying you not to.
I am getting banked to not show that shit. But really, I do have the evidence all along to show that you guys are getting better and better, and that's a good thing.
Yeah,
that's a good thing. You know, you've had a few hardships in your band, and this one quit, and that one quit. And, you know, which goes around the industry, I'm sure.
Yep.
But you found ways each time to overcome it, and that's awesome, man. And you're doing your best music yet. So,
yep, very, very
thumbs up for what that means. Anthony's not here. This dude's fucking, I don't know what he's on, but he's got, I think he said here in a week or so, he's got 5 shows in a row at the King. He's got to take vacation time to get to him. And then he's working a bunch and running around, so he's unable to be here this season, but looking out for him, man. He's a good guy, man. He helped me out. He's a good guy. So we are going to go into some songs. When we come back, Jay is going to let us know what led up to the writing or creation of this song that we're going to premiere tonight. So first song we're going to play is Led by Demons, Bound by the
Wrist.
Satisfy Me by Fester, So High with Equestrians, which I love this song, not because I was in the video, but it just rocks. And then Guzzard with Sacred Flower, which I'm a big fan of the Sacred Flower. So, and then when we get back, get ready.
Tearing away the screams of victimized.
Well, hello everybody. This is Roy Boy from Licking County Metalhead, and I'm excited to tell you about Shamrock Printing, located right here in Newark, Ohio. Shamrock Printing can provide all your office or business printing needs. They can print stationery, business cards, or even just make a few copies if that's what you need. They also provide screen printing for t-shirts, hats, stickers, banners, and a whole lot more. Just contact any of the helpful staff at Shamrock Printing, located 82 South 3rd Street, Newark, Ohio, or by phone at 740-349-2244. Tell them Roy Boy sent you.
Hemp Wizard products are proudly used by former New England Patriots linebacker Brandon Spikes, Suicide Silence guitarist Mark Haleman, Canadian actor Jackson Rowe, Mr. Grimm and Noctis the drummers of Walking Corpse Syndrome, guitarist and vocalist Bub Heaston and bassist Ted Wilson of Black Sasquatch, guitarist and vocalist Adam Hines of Fester, Aaron Witzel, guitarist of Cropsy Maniac, Roy Boy, host of the Licking County Metalheads podcast, Crash Fistfight and Maxine Maxwell, host of the Musicians Hangout podcast, Jeff Towlinski, host of the Hard Rockin' Sports Show. You too can give your beard the magic touch and treat your skin to the finest. Visit hempwizard.net today and use code 20OFF to save 20% off of your entire order.
We are back with Jay from Led by Demons. So, first of all, before we go any further, we need to...
I've had practice at this.
Which way do I go with it? Here. All right, man. Salute. Yeah.
That was fucking embarrassing. I just saw my fucking face do that shit. Like,
I know. I just
like,
did the fucking whiskey pucker. Uh-oh, Night Stalker Records. What's up, Lincoln? We are partaking of the Kraken. I'm always fucking back out.
too bad we ain't fucking sponsored by them.
Oh,
You know what? The original drummer is who got me
on that?
on that shit, because he brought back before we even cut the EP, our original drummer Kenny, he brought all that to practice.
You need to whip his ass. Jesus.
Oh man, that shit was
Woo!
man, it's hard, but after the first one, you want another one,
Yeah. And you know, most liquors are like that.
which leads you to being passed out in the fucking parking lot of a venue.
Let me see.
Not
Three
that I know
guesses
anything
where
about
that was, and two don't count.
Not that I know anything about that.
You don't remember.
Oh yeah, we won't get into that shit.
Yeah, well, that's just a sign of having a good night, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what we're gonna go with. Until you look at your fucking credit card statement the next day.
That's what we're going to go with. He said that's what we're going to go with.
Jesus.
So, tell us a little bit about whatever you want to tell us.
Well, so our tour was planned to start at the end of October on 28th. Unfortunately, unforeseen circumstances have come up that have delayed us being able to prepare for it, so we've had to cancel the very beginning of the tour. We're actually only going to be able to do 2 dates of that tour because of it, and they're both going to be in Indiana.
Okay.
One is going to be in New Haven, Indiana at New Haven, Indiana at somebody's tavern. Can't remember who the fuck it is. Maybe Carl's Tavern, I think. And then we're doing a show in Indianapolis, and I cannot remember what the fuck that
Colt Stadium, man.
That's exactly what it is. No.
How'd you know?
How'd you guess? So, but yeah, so we canceled that. But in the meantime, we're working on new material already for the next album to start recording it next year. It's gonna still have the influences and the same sounds of what Into the Abyss had, except it's going to include some clean vocals and some clean guitars, which is something that we haven't done yet. So we really think that's going to set this album apart coming up, and I've already recorded some vocal demos for it already.
Oh yeah.
And because I mean that's how the process goes. You write, start recording demos, and then you see how bad does this suck. Does it suck really bad? Does it suck like a $2 hooker, or does it suck like a $50 hooker?
Well,
Not that I know anything about that.
difference between spitting and swallowing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Let's see, Night Stalker, Leba Demon, I Want a Shot. Well, you
Motherfucker, get the fuck down here.
Hurry up and drive over.
You got like a 3-hour drive, but
yeah,
we'll still be here.
Take your helicopter. Hemp Wizard horns up. And then the wife is hosting the show at the Vortex. She wants to know if Leba Demons would like to headline the show.
What date is that?
Need dates, bro.
This is our label too, by the way. I knew about this show. I just can't remember the dates of it.
Yeah.
But
Refresh our
as long as
minds.
December 29th,
Yeah.
I'll bring it up because that'd be fucking awesome. Especially
Then
headlining.
their New Year's Eve, right?
Fuck, if we headline, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe you'll see us in Akron at the Vortex on December 29th. Decision to be finalized.
There you go. Licking County Metalheads once again providing a conduit between label and artist.
I gotta tell you,
Live on TV.
I cannot fucking thank you enough for everything you've done for us, because you've been, like you said, you got the footage of us sucking from our very first show.
It's like I didn't say
And-
that, but
No, it sucked.
I get you.
It sucked. But I mean, you've supported us like nothing else, and I mean, we felt true to our word when we premiere a video. We do it on this podcast.
it's awesome, man.
So-
I appreciate it, man.
You know, actually, I requested you do this tonight so that we could premiere this, because that's kind of tradition.
That's a tradition.
Yeah.
And this is becoming a little traditional.
That
The
is
last couple times you've been here, that's been
after the next
cracked by the Kraken.
after the next break. Maybe we'll do another one.
Oh my God, baby!
If,
I won't be with the fuck. She's booking her own. Watch out, Lincoln. And so you know you'll be fired.
Oh shit!
Man. So how many? You only got 2 dates that you're gonna be able to do this time,
Unfortunately,
and they're both in Indiana.
they are next year. But next year we've got. I won't go into the details of it, but we're going to be doing a lot of touring next year, and we're going to be hitting a lot of spots that we haven't hit yet. We're going to be, moving more out west on our tours. We're going to be going more south. So
Notice this where it's gonna be getting hotter.
yeah,
Stay
exactly.
warm down there.
When it's fucking winter time, that's where we need to go, south and
Holy
west.
shit.
So yeah, so we're planning on approaching it, or touring a different method next year, which our new guitarist, which was our original guitarist, Travis, he's the one that came up with the idea of how to approach this one. So we're really excited. As soon as we finalize things, we'll start announcing details and shit like that.
Cool.
But for now, that's
You'll hear it here first.
all I can say.
Awesome, man. Now, are you guys down a drummer, or is that temporary, or
Well,
the gig at the King was drummerless?
we actually do not have a drummer right now. We used a real drummer to record the
tracks.
album, and we use a real drummer to record the backing tracks. But unfortunately, so we had one guitarist, Kenny. Unfortunately, things didn't work out. So then I moved on, and after Travis left the band originally, then I had a guy named Bill, who was a drummer, one killer fucking drummer.
Was that to do where we filmed a video in the skate park?
Yeah, so he jumped on that. As a matter of fact, that first song that you played was actually the very first song that those guys sent me when I was looking for new members.
Mm-hmm.
That's the very first song they sent me, and that's the very first song I wrote too. So but I got fucking sick of hearing it. But he ended up we were getting ready to do a show. I think we were going to do a one-off show in Indiana, and about a month before that, he found out that he was going to have a bunch of back surgeries.
Oh, that sucks.
And I mean, playing drums alone with the back issue is a problem, but playing, what we play with the fucking, double kicks and shit, but fucking amazing. So anyway, so he left, and because he left, we didn't have time to audition to find a new drummer. So then we started doing the backing tracks, and we thought, well, we'll do one show at backing tracks and we'll see how it works.
Yeah.
When we got out to the venue, the sound man loved it because he didn't have to mic up a bunch of fucking drums.
Yeah, break out the mic.
And so it worked really, especially because that stage was fucking small. But it worked out really well. So then from there on out, we kept using these backing tracks, and it's worked really well up to this point.
One thing about using a backing track, man, everybody that's playing live got to be on point.
Well, let me tell you something. With the backing track, that fucking drummer is always on time. Every fucking time. So, but
your guitar player can't, and and nobody can miss anything now because you got to be on time with that drum beat because it's digital. I mean, it's a real drum, but
no, I mean, it's there's no change ups as far as tempos go. So yeah, I mean it takes a lot more work on
the track don't mess up.
Yeah, exactly. Pull fucking Billy Vanilli shit.
Well, cool, man. I think it's cool to like a lot of bands would go down the drummer and be done. Like you can't do nothing until we get a drummer. And then there's other bands like you and even Dread Engine did it at one time. They were without a drummer and they had to use backing tracks. But you're still getting out there. You're still putting your music out. You haven't stopped. You're still putting videos out. I mean, so it's pretty awesome if you ask me. It's like they say, the show must go on. Look what I'm fucking dealing with tonight.
Some hairy pussy.
Yeah. We're going to eat her on a break. So.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes down to it, I mean, you gotta adapt, man. That's part of being, regardless of part of being a band.
You gotta stay relevant nowadays.
Yeah.
There's so many bands out there that are fighting for the attention that if you're off the grid for 6 months, you're forgotten. I mean, not completely, but
it's what people don't realize. I mean, it is a fucking job. I mean, when I meet people and stuff like that, like, new people, that I'm talking to on other aspects other than music and stuff. I mean, I hold off even talking about, the band and shit like that just because it's like, it's just a fucking job. It's a career, and that's all it is, So you just gotta handle it that way.
Yeah. Yeah. You look at the bands right now that stay relevant in the so-called local scene. It's because they put out new shit all the time. And it's like we were talking, So High. They're an active band, dude. They're constantly playing somewhere, putting a new song out, always writing, and they're very personable guys.
I'll tell you what, shout out to So High, because I'll tell you what, now I have never had a chance to actually see them live, but I'll tell you what, every time I see some of theirs, I'm fucking blown away.
Dude, they kick ass. I've seen them several times. Even seen the band that SJ was in before that, Dorothy, man. They were a very active band, constantly kicking ass.
We're a very, very, very different style of metal, but maybe one of these days we'll have something set up where we'll be on the same bill at some point.
Yep.
I mean, we've done a lot of shows where we're basically the heaviest and fastest band. That's on the bill and shit, but. Yeah, but
that's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean we've had good reception every time. I mean, so it's like I said. I mean, this is what I love. This is what I've always wanted to do ever since I was a little kid growing up. And now that I'm doing it, I do actually realize the job aspect of it.
It's work.
It's work, and there's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes that nobody knows because they don't see that side of it. But in the end, it's fucking worth it.
I'm going to say, tell me now, all the work that goes behind the scenes, getting a gig, booking a gig, getting tours, setting everything up to go on tour, whatever like that, man. All that, when you get on stage, that pretty much goes out of your mind, doesn't it?
It
You're out
does.
there performing, you're like, oh damn, this is
So
right here is worth all that fucking bullshit.
So here's one thing about me that people would probably be very surprised about. I have stage fright to this fucking day. I cannot do public when I've had regular jobs and shit, and I've had to do like presentations and shit. I cannot do public speaking. I fucking hate it. But being in the band and stuff. I mean, every time when I'm backstage before hitting the stage, I am fucking nervous as fuck, and it's something that'll never go away. But once I hit the stage, it's like, whether it's two people, we played all sizes of audiences. Well, I've been in front of, because I've done music for a long time, so I've been anywhere from, 2 or 3 people in the fucking crowd up to 1,000 people in the crowd. And, it's like, you got to put the same show on regardless, but once you get on stage, and, usually when you're on stage, you can't see much of the crowd anyways because of the lights, but you kind of, I go to a different place, and it's a different persona. I'm usually an asshole in real life. Ask him. I was... No. But no, it's a different persona, and, it's just once they hit the stage, all that shit goes out the window, and, we're good, to the window, to the fucking wall.
Yeah. I learned that with hanging around Don Rush of Audio Side. Me and him hang out and talk and stuff. And he told me, he said, there's a switch when you go from, every day going to work and doing this and everything. When it comes showtime, you become larger than life. Your persona changes over, your stage presence goes into kicking, and it's just like a fucking whole new experience. I'm stage fright. I could never play guitar on stage or sing on stage. I was the one guy when I was 5 years old in the Christmas play in church going, I could never do it, man. This right here was getting on the camera and talking. That was a big fucking step for me.
And you know what? Even though I fucking do music and I'm out on stage and shit, like even like doing camera shit, like just one-on-one shit, like I don't know, it's definitely more more intimidating to me than
it was odd to me.
Being out on stage and shit.
It's like hearing your voice on tape. You're like,
God, I fucking hate the way I sound when I talk.
Damn, sound like I got a mouthful of shit, But
only sometimes.
Only when you're drunk. Okay, now we're getting Led by Demons. We're going to premiere this video. Tell us a little bit about the video.
So this video has been 6-7 years in the making, and when I say that, it's because there's footage from. So the basis of the video follows me as a touring artist, and there's a lot of live footage, but there's also a lot of like setup footage and stuff. Now you'll see a lot of footage in hotels and stuff like that. That was all actually related to being on tour and shows, okay. But it was just initiated for the for the video. But essentially, it's really a song that when I originally started writing it, there actually was no meaning behind the song when I first started writing it. But as I wrote it more and more, it became more of a personal song.
Okay.
And, it really became one of my favorite songs off the album. It sounds, as Travis, new guitarist, says, he says he doesn't fit with the fucking album, but it's my favorite song off the album, even though it's different than anything else. But it's my favorite song and my favorite video because it really highlights, everything
right.
being on tour.
So let me get this right. You're saying this song really didn't have no meaning in the beginning, but it took on meaning.
It did
as you progressed.
As I wrote it, because
I'm sorry. That's not. I'm not saying you're odd, but that I've never heard that before. Most of the times, people write their songs out of their feelings. You know what I mean? Out of their experiences. We were on the road, like, You know, got my dick sucked. The girl never called me back. And you write a song about it.
Yeah,
You know.
I mean, when I say it started out, it's not really how much meaning. It's because I had like, I think 2 or 3 lines written, because the way that we wrote this album was the drummer and the guitarist from this album would send me material, and I would listen to it, and I would write to it. And when I first heard it, I was like, this is just a fucking, like, this is a commercial hit type of a sound. So I can't remember what the first words, first lyrics I wrote for it, but when I first wrote it, there was no idea where it was going to go or anything like that. But as I progressed writing it, because of my, personal life outside music and stuff, it took on a new meaning. And it's, with this, video, I mean, it being out on the road, I mean, everybody thinks that, when you're out on the road as a fucking rock star or whatever, that it's fucking groupies and it's, chicks at the hotel and shit. And honestly, it's not like that. I mean, it's like a lot of time traveling, a lot of time on the road, a lot of time alone in a hotel. And, and that's kind of what this highlights is that part of it. Now I went through some changes within my personal life that happened between the beginning of making the video to where it is now. And as soon as the video starts, you'll see a line in there that I think really sums everything up just from that fucking line. 2 lines basically.
Okay.
But it is my favorite song off the album. It's my favorite video that I've done, and it involves people, real situations. It was filmed at local venues. It was out of town venues, out of state venues. Some of the footage in there was filmed 4 or 5 years ago. Some of it was from fans videotaping, and I was able to take what they had videotaped and add it to the video.
Okay.
And I mean, if anyone doesn't like it, fuck them, because I tell you what, it's my fucking favorite video. It's my fucking favorite video.
You sound like an old guy like me. If you don't like it, fuck it.
I'm only like 21, so
that's cool, man. So we're gonna premiere Love of Demons Never End.
you know what? Let's do one more shot before this.
Okay, we're gonna
One more shot.
a salute to the video. Oh god damn. But I'm not high. It pours when you take the tab off.
Well, it's gonna make the road to fucking Sandusky tough.
Roll that window down.
That's what we'll go with.
Hard to cracking.
To never end.
The never end, man. Peace out. Oh, get that silent.
Pussy. I was talking to a cat.
Oh, that's awesome. We got Live by Demons Never End, Dead Silent, in lockdown.
I got your pussy.
Congratulations to Billy and Mrs. Billy. We got Audio Side with Uppercut, which became my favorite Audio Side song. And then I got Ron Colin and Keith St. John with another song. I can't see the title. Led by Demons Never End. World premiere.
One more time. too late to fight another goddamn night. I fucking wish that I was dead. There's no breaking free because my enemy is trapped inside my fucking head. Tell me you will be the one to haunt me for eternity. Take me away from this pain within. Tell me that we will never calling me. I'm living high on heavy metal. Thunder's ripping through my brain. I want heavy metal, metal pumping through my veins. I'm talking heavy metal. About to blow a bang their head. Save my heavy metal. Heavy metal till I'm dead. There's a screaming revolution in me. Rock the metal thunder, feed my metal soul. Now my body wants to lose control. Circus crowds electric, silence in my eyes. I'm waiting for the darkness to hypnotize. I'm living high on heavy metal. Thunder's ripping through my brain. I want heavy metal, metal pumping through my veins. I'm talking heavy metal. About to blow a bang their head. Save my heavy metal. Heavy metal till I'm dead. Till I'm dead. Heavy metal till I'm dead. Heavy metal till I'm dead. Just another puppet to the media, buying your time and killing your mind. Our minds collapse at the sound of a bell. Just a pawn to a so-called free world. Make your country proud. Take it.
All right. A word from Dead Man Studios, Lava House Media. I want to thank them guys for supporting us.
Now I will tell you, that video that you guys just watched of ours, well, not just watched because it was like the first video, but the beginning of the Never End video was actually filmed at Dead Man Studios.
Awesome.
Me and Ben, I mean, I've known Ben for, Jesus Christ, I can't tell you how many fucking years, but dude is fucking cool as fuck.
Yeah.
And you know, I mean,
too, man.
and the version of the song that you heard is not the version that was on the album. That actually was recorded at Dead Man Studios. But you know, I've got, you know, there's a lot of we hit a lot of places, but I will tell you some local places that we hit for that video. One was Dead Man Studios. 2 was the King of Clubs. Those are just 2 of the places that we hit for that video. And the you know, the part of the video where it kind of flashes through pictures and shit, that actually, all of that was actually filmed at King of Clubs, and it was actually real pictures of me, you know, being out there and shit, and just, you know, not, you know, natural thing. Now, you know, it was a fucking blast, and it wasn't even meant. I mean, the pictures weren't even meant to be in the video. It just worked out that way.
It happened.
But I'll tell you what. You know, shout out to fucking Ben, Dead Man Studios. I mean, that dude was fucking amazing working with us for that video and for, you know, re-recording the vocals and shit. As a matter of fact, when we went there initially, when we did footage of all the band, there were some things I didn't like about the vocals. So I actually went back, and because of, you know, paying Ben for doing the song, he, you know, let me come back and actually correct all the vocals and shit.
Oh yeah.
So I'll tell you what, any artist that is looking for a studio that's local, that's fucking professional as fuck, Dead Man Studios is the one. Because I'll tell you what, that dude fucking
Almost picked that
killed
fucking
it.
bottle.
We're going to do another shot before the end of this podcast, by the way.
That was funny.
Just putting that out there.
I just almost picked that whiskey bottle and started drinking.
So, but yeah, so yeah, shout out to Dead Man Studios, shout out to King Club, shout out to, you know, I can't pronounce the venue that we was up in Beach City, Ohio. I mean, all kinds of places that we traveled for this. It was all real
cool,
stuff.
though,
I mean,
man.
those
Footage, yeah.
you know, that hotel footage was taken all over the fucking country.
All there.
And, you know, I mean, and that first line that's in the video, you know, that is, you know, honestly true. You become victims of dreams that, you know, come true. It's like, you know, you know, this is what I've always wanted to do, but I'm fucking divorced now.
Yeah.
But
that brings you up.
but it's also led to, you know, to new experiences and, you know, everything else. I'm not upset or salty about the fucking divorce, but I'm just saying, like, you know, when you work so hard for a dream, sometimes
You gotta give shit.
you sacrifice things in your life. So,
Amen.
you know, it's, in my opinion, it really pans out to mean a lot to me personally, as far as that goes. You know, as far as that line goes.
You know, a lot of people would like to be able to pretty much drop everything and pursue a dream. You know,
It's not easy.
Everybody gets that opportunity.
And
You're fortunate. You're one of the fortunate ones that's being able to do your dream, so to speak.
oh, I mean, it's a double-edged sword. I mean, you know, I can't tell you enough how much I love doing this as a career, because that's what I've always wanted to do. But I mean, it's, you know, there's other parts to this that, you know, that people don't see. For instance, you know, the traveling, being alone in hotel rooms, missing home, missing your family. You know, when you do a show, you know, if the show is like 7 o'clock in the evening and the doors are at 6 o'clock, you're getting there at 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You're setting up, you're doing sound checks, and then after that, I mean, like, you know, I always invited, you know, my ex to go with us, but in her defense, you know how fucking boring it is when you're not part of the, I mean, it's fucking boring as fuck when you're in the band. It's boring as fuck, because you do the setups, you do the sound checks, and then you're fucking backstage, you're on the bus, you're whatever, you know, killing time until it's time to go on stage. And it's like, I guess fucking boring.
You know what's funny, dude? I feel like that when I go on vacation. You book a place for a week, get down there, and in 3 days, you've been in the ocean, You've ate at the restaurants. About the third day, I'm like, I'm fucking bored. I don't care if I'm in Myrtle Beach or Florida or whatever, man. I'm fucking bored.
It does that, and then I mean another aspect to that is I'll be, most people know this, but I deal with a lot of mental health issues, depression, anxiety. I tell you what, when you're on the road and you're in a hotel room alone,
Too much time to think, huh?
there's too much time to think, and I'll tell you what, it's it gets tough. However, when it comes down to it, I would not trade doing this for anything else in the world, because when I hear people tell me that they loved a song, or we've been out, we've done shows that people didn't know who we were, and after the show, like, I remember one time in particular, is a woman and her, whatever the fuck he was, comes up, and he tells me, he's like, she wants a picture with you, but she was scared to ask you. She was scared of you because of the mask. Like, motherfucker, I'm a nice ass guy.
Yeah.
But things like that. I mean, that really, it makes you feel really good. It makes you realize how much your work has paid off.
Somebody's digging it, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I mean, and when we did that, we was actually working with a promoter named David, who we hadn't worked with for a few years, but as a matter of fact, towards the middle of the month, on 13th of August, Friday 13th, we're actually
Friday 13th.
Yeah, Friday 13th. Oh, yeah. We're doing a show in Middletown, Ohio, and we're going to be opening for Trapped, and I don't know how many of our bands are in this or who they are, but we were, very blessed that we got asked by this promoter to actually be a part of the show to help sell. So
this day and age, a gig is a gig, as far as I'm concerned, whether it be King of Clubs or some backroom bar,
Well, and you know what? Here's the thing. That show, when we did it, we performed there at that venue before. It was called Leo's by Slice or some shit like that. Really cool fucking place. Has a killer stage. I was so fucking trashed. I remember walking up the stairs onto the stage. I remember walking off the stage. I don't remember a fucking thing in between. So this time I'm planning on remembering the whole fucking show.
I remember one night at King of Clubs, you went downstairs and never came back, and the next day, somebody told me they found you in a bathroom.
Yeah, there's missing.
That's having a good time.
There's missing instances.
That's having a good time, man.
Not some of them I'm not really all that proud about, but
What happens, dude?
But
Dude, when I was married the first time, I was young. I would wake up laying in the flower bed. I woke up one morning halfway, my feet and my fucking body on the deck, and my head and my shoulders in the sliding glass door in the house. I woke up with my front end of my car under the deck one time. We all do that shit, man. It's called fucking cutting loose and letting loose. Think if you didn't let loose like that once in a while, I call that alcohol therapy. I really do. Now, I don't drink much anymore. Special occasions like this, I want to celebrate with Jay and things like that. I do on occasion. But, sometimes you need to just fucking have that medium to let you cut loose and forget about all the bullshit, man. If a person dwelled on all the bullshit that happens to them every day, everybody would be nuts. Everybody would be a fucking mall shooter.
Yeah.
Or a school shooter or some stupid shit like that, man.
I mean, it's one of those things. It's like everybody goes through some shit, so it's like
I've been married, divorced twice. My first divorce, dude. I was fucking beside myself. I was losing my kids. I was losing my house. I come home and there was a TV and a folding chair in the house. That was it. That's enough to make you fucking sit down and kind of put yourself in check. And that's a lot to lose, man. It will fuck with you, dude.
I mean, it's one of those things. Like, yeah, that part of my life was difficult to work, difficult to get through, But, however, I am in a much better place, and you know, things have turned out really good, and I've met people, and I still meet new people that, you know, make it worthwhile. It's a fucking chapter in life.
That and time.
Yeah.
That and time will heal all fucking wounds. And a little Jim Beam and Jack Daniels.
And Kraken.
Well, Jack Therapy is what I used to call it.
Or Crown Apple and Sprite as what it seems. You know, but Crown Vanilla and Mountain Dew has been my new thing.
That's what you was drinking at the table the other night.
Which night?
The night you had to leave early.
Because I bought you the Jeff Tate ticket while I was drinking.
I'm so sorry about that, dude.
Dude, I'll tell you what.
I was sitting circles around the moon that day.
That was you know what? Just the fact that I don't remember this, but just the fact the stories that I heard about that was really fucking funny. So, you know, but yeah, I mean, it's, you know, you learn your limits, and you learn to appreciate the things that you have in life at the time that you have them.
But most of all, you learn a lesson. Man.
Yeah, I mean,
everything teaches. Everything that happens to you that's bad is a teachable moment.
Exactly.
People don't realize that. They don't learn from that. They crawl in a box and they cry and they want all this sympathy and empathy and all this bullshit. And I know I'll be hated for saying this, but I don't care. Too many people got too many fucking feelings. And it's okay to have feelings, but you don't need to put that shit out on Facebook looking for motherfuckers that want to I feel so bad for you.
There's
thoughts and fucking prayers. If I hear that one more time, I'm going to shove a fork in a baby's eyeball. I just fucking hate that shit, man.
I mean, when it comes down to it, I mean, you know, most of my things are released in songs and lyrics. If you really listen to songs and lyrics, you can tell things that I've been through in my life. I don't put that shit in public because, as far as I'm concerned, I'm not, you know, none of this shit is for attention. Like, I'm not proud about the shit that I deal with internally. And, you know, as far as I'm concerned, I'm not, you know, I don't want sympathy or anything like that.
You channel your stuff into, like you say, into your music.
Yeah. Channel
it. Makes
it
for great music.
Exactly. And, you know, that's all it comes down to. It's
people need to do that and quit crying like a bunch of little bitches.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm a little bit sour right now, and I have been for about a month. I don't know what's making it that way, but I just get tired of whiners and criers and shit like that. Sometimes you gotta take that little petty shit and shove it down in your fucking boot and forget about it. And like you said, you channel yours into your art. And that is awesome. Because, you know, you have a bad experience in life, and it turns out to be a beautiful song. Hey, you've used that experience. You've learned from that experience. And you may have helped somebody else that's going through that experience by hearing your song.
Yeah, and I mean, it's like, you know, nothing against, you know, everybody expresses what they deal with in their own way. So nothing against anybody as far, because people that, you know, put stuff on Facebook or whatever, their intentions may be that they are just looking for attention, or maybe that's how they're expressing they really need help. And if that's the case, then, you know, I'm not dogging them on that at all, because everybody deals with shit differently. But me personally, the way I handle shit is you know, my close friends, not even all my family, but my close friends and certain people, they know the shit that goes on. And as far as I'm concerned, you know, the world doesn't need to know it. But that doesn't mean that if somebody else is dealing with it and that's the way they need to, you know, put it out there in order to keep from, you know, doing something, by all means, you know, go for it.
I don't know. I'm just the kind of guy, I think if you need help, man, you gotta man up and ask for it.
You gotta do that. And I mean, the thing is like, the people that do it for strictly just attention, the reason that bugs me as much is because the people that really do deal with the shit that isn't doing it for attention, it downplays, you know, the effect that they have on shit. You know,
like everything else, man. You hear a bad thing. Pretty soon, everybody's under that umbrella.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like I know it's a stupid example, but it's like when people get on welfare and stuff like that. A lot of people are on that because they're having a rough time. They got a fucking sick kid, or they got disease or something that they're just no other way they're ever going to make it because of that. And then you got people that are generational. Mama's on it, grandma's on it, I'm going to be on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it becomes too much of a bad thing. But
yeah, because it's not, it's not.
It's supposed to be a stepping stone.
Exactly.
But there's nothing wrong with asking for help either.
No, I mean that's that's the thing. It's like
I like I told you, when my boy passed away, I had to get professional help. There was no way I was going to get through that without professional help. Now, granted, all my friends, all my fucking relatives that were here were there for me. Don't get me wrong, they but there's only so many times you can hear, I'm sorry about that, or things will get better or something like that. And sometimes you just gotta reach out.
And sometimes what you need is not, in my particular case, I got certain people in my family that they're only doing it because they care, but when they reach out, it's like I don't need to hear you tell me that give me your sympathy. It's like I need other people.
Well, then there's sometimes you just need a professional.
Oh fuck! I mean, honestly, I'll say it right now. I mean, a psychiatrist and a psychologist both. I mean, I'm fucking on meds. I see a psychologist. I see a psychiatrist. I'm not the least bit ashamed to tell anybody that. I just don't put it out there. But I mean, if you're struggling and shit, I mean, no, meds are not for everybody. Some people refuse to take meds, and that's fine. But never be scared to ask for help. I mean, even if you don't want to tell anybody else, I mean, that's, a psychiatrist, psychologist, I mean, that's fucking doctor-patient privilege.
For me, it was get it off my chest.
Sometimes that's what you need. And sometimes you need an unbiased person to do it.
I was raised in a strict family. You never fucking talked about shit like that. You pushed it down, you fucking forget about it, whatever, man. And I have felt through the age that I am today, certain things you gotta fucking just and go on because you can't do anything about it.
I mean,
and it was really hard to reach out to a psychiatrist. I talked it over with Stacy, and everything, and she's pretty much the one that convinced me maybe you need to talk to somebody.
There's
nothing wrong with it.
Sometimes that's what it takes. And I mean, the thing is, like, as far as I'm concerned, I mean, I'll be straight out with this, up front, that I am not religious. I have nothing against people who are religious. I support everybody no matter what their beliefs are. Me personally, I'm not religious, and when I hear, when I'm going through shit, when I go through shit, and I hear people like, oh, this is God's plan, blah, 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 it's like, no, don't tell me this shit, because that's not what I need to hear.
Happens for a reason.
Yeah, it's like, that's, I mean, the whole thing with, depression, anxiety, shit like that, I mean, it's all a chemical in the fucking brain. And that's not something that you can deal with. You can't cause it, and you can't fix it. And it doesn't matter how much people tell you, oh, just think of better thoughts. Think about who's worse off. Yeah. That don't fucking matter. Like,
snap out of it, you dumb fuck.
I deleted a post one time that I put on Facebook because I was drunk when I put it on there. But, I mean, I put, years ago, I always heard, money doesn't buy happiness, right? You hear that constantly. But the thing is, you never really realize how true that statement is until you're in a position where you're in a financial position that you're very comfortable. That doesn't mean, look at Robin Williams, look at Chester Bennington, look at Chris Cornell. I mean, this is all shit that it doesn't matter how much money you have, it doesn't matter how much fame you have, it doesn't matter how much friends you have. You get into that fucking state of mind, it's like you can't control that. So anybody that sits back and says, oh well, you know, I don't know why he did that because he's got, you know, his money or he's this famous where, you know, you can't pretend to be happy.
The money doesn't have anything to do with it.
Fuck no. It's there's
psyche.
There's so much shit that, you know, goes on that is uncontrollable. It doesn't matter about money. It doesn't matter about your position in life. It doesn't matter how much fame. It doesn't matter how many friends. You know, a person that has no friends at all can be just as miserable as the person that has a million people that love them.
Yeah. Or vice versa.
Or vice versa.
Yeah, I agree.
You know,
I'm happier when I am alone sometimes. And then there's other times when I just got to be around people.
Sometimes, yeah. I mean, I've been in a position.
I'm probably bipolar, ain't I?
No, I wouldn't say that.
Or just fucking nuts.
I mean, well, you're all fucking nuts, but I mean, I actually, back a while back, we were scheduled to do a show, and unfortunately, we weren't able to do it. But I went to the venue regardless for support, and I'm sitting back in the green room. I was sitting there, and I thought in my head, I was like, I shouldn't be here. So I fucking left. I went back to my hotel. I got some food. And I'm sitting in my hotel. I just checked in that day. This was like 8 o'clock at night. And I'm sitting in the hotel, and I'm just thinking in my mind, like, I should not be here by myself. And I wasn't sitting there planning on killing myself or anything like that, but something told me it's not a good idea for me to be at the hotel by myself. And I took off and I drove, 2-3 hours home because of that. Hotel that I'd already paid for or whatever. But it's one of the things, it's like I recognized at that point in time, like,
it's not a good situation.
It's not, I need to be in a different place. So, anybody that is listening, anybody that does watch this later on down the road, I mean, if you are dealing with some shit, don't be fucking afraid to reach out to whoever you feel you need to reach out to.
If not somebody in your direct circle, seek help, man.
Yeah,
they got hotlines.
They got hotlines. It's anonymous. I really feel bad that I can't tell you can't display, tell you what the hotline is now. It's like 3 numbers. It's not, obviously, 911 if you really need something.
811 or something like that?
Huh?
In an 811?
Something like that. We'll Google on the next break, or during this videos, but the main thing is, like, that shit's anonymous. Like, you can get on, you can chat, you can text it, you can call it, and, you're going to talk to people that, can understand. Now, you may not always be in that position where you even want to do that, but just just know that it doesn't matter where you are in life, what your position in life is, what you have and what you don't have. Misery can hit you no matter what, and don't if I the reason I'm sitting here talking to you is because of a psychiatrist, a psychologist, and meds.
And that's the truth, man.
I mean, that's the way I had to deal with it.
Look, our boys are out there. Look, our listeners, you guys, 988. Billy Schooler just called in and said 988.
Thank you.
So right there, man.
So 988. So
that's
if you
the
need
National Suicide Prevention Hotline.
Thank you.
There you go, guys.
Yep. So if you need that, I mean, and you know what? I mean, honestly, I have not told anybody except my close circle up to this point, but I've actually checked myself into a mental hospital just because I was not sure. I didn't have any plans to do anything, but just something told me I need to go. So if you're at that point, I mean, I didn't get, I had considered it before that. As a matter of fact, on my birthday this year was the first time I ever considered checking myself into a hospital. But I was like, what am I going to lose? Because I'll tell you guys right now, I'm a shooter. I do competition shooting. And so my thought was like, I don't want them to, come and think I'm a nut job and like take my fucking, guns away or whatever.
Right. But is that worth your life?
It's not
potential of doing yourself harm or somebody else harm or something like that.
It wasn't, and I mean the thing is, but initially I didn't do it because I was afraid of what I might lose. But I'll tell you right now, I went to a fucking hospital, checked myself in after it was a bad night, had as a matter of fact, my buddy Travis, who's also the guitarist, is actually the one that drove me and dropped me off when I requested it. And I didn't lose anything. I mean, I still have everything that I had up to this point, except I had no resource, and I had people that, you know, I had some guy, I can't remember his name. He wasn't a doctor, he wasn't a psychiatrist, he wasn't a psychologist. He was just somebody that dealt with a bunch of shit on his own in his own life, and he could relate to me in so many ways. And so he came and talked to me, and I'll tell you what, that was the most relaxing. I didn't have a cell phone, I didn't have wall, I had nothing. And I'll tell you what, that was probably the most relaxing fucking time I had. But at that, but up to that point, I was scared to, even do something like that because I was afraid of what I might lose. But it just got to that point where I need it. So anybody that has any thoughts that they need to go to a hospital, don't hesitate. Because I can tell you right now, from somebody that actually was scared that they would lose something for doing it, don't lose anything. It can do nothing but help you.
And don't worry about how much it's going to cost or whatever. Most hospitals have got programs to help take care of that. And what the fuck anyway? I mean, what's it worth?
Hospitals can't turn you down because of insurance reasons. Now, if you don't have insurance, and that's something you need to worry about later. That is not fucking important when it comes to you dealing with your mental health, because there are programs out there. They'll
help take care of it.
I didn't have fucking insurance when I went. I don't have fucking insurance anyways. Doing this, you don't have insurance, but it didn't matter at that point. At that point, I didn't care about how much money it was going to cost me. I didn't care about what I might lose or whatever. But I'll tell you what, it was probably the most refreshing thing I've ever had in my life. And then I went and picked my truck up and found out how much puke was on the side of it. So anyway, there's downsides to that.
Well, see, you got a chance to talk to somebody that was not a doctor sitting there going, or a psychologist that's trying to act like she can relate to you or he can relate to you. You actually got to talk to somebody that had been there and made it out. And sometimes that's what you need. You need to know there's other people that's been on the bottom and swam their way back out. So it's not too fucking late.
Yeah,
it's not too. It can be done.
It can be done, and my psychologist, my psychiatrist, I've never been afraid to open up to them about shit. But this dude right here, I was able to actually open up even more than anyone else, and because there was absolutely no fear of being judged at all.
That dude from Adam, right? You didn't know him, did you?
Yeah, I didn't. I didn't remember his fucking name.
You don't know, and you're never gonna see again.
No, and he doesn't know who the fuck I am. But
you can cut loose.
Yeah, but when it comes down to it, it's just one of those things. It's like anybody out there is struggling with shit. You don't have to tell anybody, get yourself help. However, you need to do it, whether it's being anonymous, calling that 988 number, whether it's calling 911 because you really feel like you're at that spot to where you really need emergency help, or a friend or family, or if you don't want to talk to your friends and family because some of my family I don't want to fucking talk to about this shit. Reach out to somebody that's a doctor, a psychiatrist, whatever. It's just like it honestly has done so much more for me than I can even begin to express. And then obviously my music tells a lot of songs that actually are not released, will never get released, that I've written,
channel that shit.
Dive into that shit. So public service announcement fucking over.
And that's all tonight from Roy and Jay. Mental health. But don't, what I look at it is don't give up, give it hell. And get out of this shit, man.
Yep.
Fuck what people think. Do what you gotta do.
And don't let anybody tell you that nobody knows what you're dealing with except you. It doesn't matter, like I've dealt with a lot of shit, but that doesn't mean that I can relate to every single person out there.
See, and that's true because see, Link's on there, man, from Night Stalker. He said, talk to someone, please, lost a brother to suicide. He lost a brother to suicide. I lost a son to suicide. I'm sure somebody out there that's going to watch this or hear this has lost somebody in their life to suicide. I'm sure I did not handle it the same way Lincoln handled his. Not everybody is cut from the same cloth. Not everybody handles diversity the same way. Not everybody handles adversity the same way. So just because I lost a son and he lost a brother, I can't say, well, I know how you feel. You know, those people are just trying to fucking talk you off a ledge. Only you know how you feel.
Exactly. And I mean, I'll share with you guys up to this point.
Yep.
Up to this point, I still deal with that shit to where I just think I'd be better off dead.
Your mind's
And,
a fucked up thing, dude.
You know, I mean, you can sit there, and you can look at where you're at, and you can sit there and you look at other people that's trying to get to that point, and you're like, not fucking happy. It's like, you should be fucking happy. There's no reason you shouldn't be happy. You got this, you got that. But sometimes it's like, none of that shit matters. And you just feel like, and I'll tell you what, that is probably one of the most miserable things, is to know that you should be happy.
And you're not.
But you're not. And you can't be happy.
100% agree with that, man. So, enough psychology class. Led by Demons Fear. We're going to search out with that. Flux Corporation, Black Sasquatch. This is live from the Beard Fest. The Wizard. And then Waste of White with Patterns, and then we'll be back with a little bit more from Led by Demons. See you in a little bit.
Running away from the one that I see and be trapped inside with no chance to be free. All I am, all I ever hope to be is one step behind the me that's an enemy. Turns aside and do it again. Feel the heat that grows within. The time is now for it to win. Close my eyes and the war begin. Breaking down these walls around me. I'm closing in on me now. Screaming out, I can't forget about how fear is all that's left now. Counting down, time's coming to an end. Irrational thoughts taking over again. Only I can see the fight in my head. I'll leave this hell only when I'm dead. Set aside the pain again. Feel the hate that grows within. The time is now for it to win. Close my eyes and the war begin. Breaking down these walls around me. I'm closing in on me now. Screaming out, I can't forget about how fear is all that's left now. I can't take this shit. Trapped inside the abyss. I will never find a reason for the emptiness inside. Going out of my mind. I'm running on the inside. There's no way to resist the need for the blade across my wrist. Watch the blood flow down as I make no sound. My eyes closing tight, the only way to win this fight. Set aside the pain again. Feel the hate that grows within. The time is now for it to win. Close my eyes and the war begin. Breaking down these
the wizard. Send you off to your doom. Send you off to the wizard. For me and you. Send you off to the wizard. All up in this place. Send you off to the wizard. For the human race. Send you off to the wizard. Send you off to the wizard. Send you off to the people. Send you off to the wizard. For me and you. Send you off to the wizard.
That fucking song was awesome. Everybody having fun so far? Let's hear it for Dead Silent. Fester. So High. The Almighty Black Sasquatch. And stick around because you do not want to miss motherfucking audio side.
Good, it sounds like. Again, we are Waste of White. I want to say thank you to the Ken Clubs for having us out here. This is an honor. We got some more original music for you. This is a single we put out, and it's called Patterns.
Well, hello everybody. This is Roy Boy from Licking County Metalhead, and I'm excited to tell you about Shamrock Printing, located right here in Newark, Ohio. Shamrock Printing can provide all your office or business printing needs. They can print stationery, business cards, or even just make a few copies if that's what you need. They also provide screen printing for t-shirts, hats, stickers, banners, and a whole lot more. Just contact any of the helpful staff at Shamrock Printing, located 82 South 3rd Street, Newark, Ohio, or by phone at 740-349-2244. Tell them Roy Boy sent you.
Hemp Wizard products are proudly used by former New England Patriots linebacker Brandon Spikes, Suicide Silence guitarist Mark Hillman, Canadian actor Jackson Rowe, Mr. Grimm and Noctis the drummers of Walking Corpse Syndrome, guitarist and vocalist Bub Heaston and bassist Ted Wilson of Black Sasquatch, guitarist and vocalist Adam Hines of Fester, Aaron Witzel, guitarist of Cropsy Maniac, Roy Boy, host of the Licking County Metalheads podcast, Crash Fistfight and Maxine Maxwell, host of the Musicians Hangout podcast, Jeff Towlinski, host of the Hard Rockin' Sports Show. You too can give your beard the magic touch and treat your skin to the finest. Visit hempwizard.net today and use code 20OFF to save 20% off of your entire order.
Back with Jay from Le Bardinos. Dude, it's been a killer fucking show. Now, I'm talking about, I'll tell you what, to be honest with you, I'm feeling the drink. 94 proof.
The problem is that the first shot is really fucking rough and hits you.
Yeah.
But after that, it's like, you kind of want more.
Like I said, that first sip, first drink, you know, it was like taking a shot of the good old fashioned cherry cough syrup that you got prescription when you was like 8 or 10 or whatever, man. And I was like, damn, man, that's a bad memory, you know? And then we started talking, doing another shot. And now it's just all you really taste, all you really get is the bite. The bite at the end. But
I have not mixed it with Coke. See, usually I drink rum and Coke. Well, sometimes I drink rum and Coke. Mostly it's Crown and whatever.
You do fucking throw the Crown down.
Let me tell you something. I think the King Clubs had to buy a separate set of bottles of fucking Crown Apple because of me.
Between you and Anthony with the Crown and the fucking
dude,
Jägermeister.
Let me tell you something about fucking Anthony. That motherfucker has been the coolest dude ever. Like, I cannot say enough cool things about him. I can't say enough cool things about Ricky, who owns the King Clubs. Like, this whole fucking staff at King Clubs.
You don't get mistreated there.
You know, one night, I really shouldn't be proud about this, and I'm really not. But one night, I left after drinking a little bit too much. I got out to the parking lot, and next thing I know, I'm laying down in the fucking parking lot. Next thing I know, like, one of the security guys who's a friend of mine named Jamie, he ends up coming out, and then Ricky, the owner of the King Clubs, who is also the lead singer of X Factor 1,
which kicks ass.
Which I'll tell you what, that's a whole different conversation. But they came out because I was fucking passed out in the parking lot, and fucking Ricky went back from the parking lot into the fucking venue to bring me bottles of water. Now, you guys may think, well, it's just fucking water, whatever, venue, whatever. I'll tell you what, the fact that Ricky, actually even took the time to do something like that.
He could have went, yeah, he'll be alright.
Look, I think because of my status and performing there and shit, I think, I luckily have not had any issues with Ricky. But I'll tell you what, I don't give a fuck what anybody has ever said about Ricky Cue Ball, X Factor 1. That dude has got more respect for me than I can ever express. Because that dude has been cool as fuck with me. And anyways, public service announcement. Don't fucking drink so much that you pass out in a fucking parking lot in the public you're gonna puke.
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
Or lock yourself out of a hotel room in embarrassing situations.
I would have loved to have fucking seen that.
No, you wouldn't have.
Oh yeah.
Trust
It's
me.
been fun.
The hotel staff
I've been
didn't
the
want
next
to.
thing live on Lincoln County Meadow.
The hotel staff didn't want to see that.
That's funny. So, well, man, I hope you had fun tonight.
Are we done?
We got 4 more songs, man. Then we're fucking up and out, dude. Time has.
Dude,
It's 11 o'clock, dude. Time has fucking.
I'm driving to fucking Sandusky. That's like 3 fucking hours away. I'm driving to Sandusky at night.
Need it.
Dude, I tell you what, fucking Cedar Point tomorrow night. Tomorrow night. Fucking look forward to that. Fucking Halloween weekends and shit. And me and Anthony were talking about going to the Mansfield prison, the blood prison. Did that last year with my ex.
For Halloween day?
Fucking blast. I just want to go there when it's open, like regular tours. And then I also want to go Waverly.
Waverly Sanitarium?
Yes, in
I'd like
Louisville,
to go
Kentucky.
there, man.
Dude, so when we were originally planning the when the tour was in full-fledged mode and shit before we had to cancel, like we were gonna have a day or two between Kentucky and Indiana, and we were gonna actually do Waverly. And I don't think we're gonna be able to now, but I want to fucking do that because that'll be a fucking blast.
Anthony's bringing my camcorder back to me, man.
Actually,
And, we got that other camera too, dude. I want to go out some night and walk through the cemetery and film.
dude, so there's a cemetery in Perry County, and there is a particular headstone, and it's called the Horseshoe Grave.
Huh.
And apparently what happens is you go there and shit, and like the headstone itself has an imprint of a horseshoe, and it wasn't meant to be.
Huh.
But if you go there at midnight or whatever time it is and shit, you're supposed to be able to see like an apparition or whatever. Never saw that. But I'll tell you the freakiest shit that happened. My cousin who lives in Perry County in Mount Perry, we walked to a fucking small ass fucking cemetery that had like maybe like 40 people buried in it at the most. And he told me, he's like, he goes out there because what he calls his guardian angel, which I don't believe in that shit anyways, you know, we come visit her. So we go out there and we stand behind this headstone and it says close your eyes. And I swear upon my fucking life, I heard a noise from far away getting closer and closer and closer, and I fucking felt wind rush past me like somebody's running past me and shit. And fucking heard like the fucking, you know, footsteps and shit, like walking away, like running away and shit. And I'll tell you what, I've had a few experiences that are supernatural experiences, but that is probably one of the biggest things that stick out in my fucking mind because it's so fucking crazy.
Dude, I used to have this buddy of mine, man. His garage was haunted because every time I go down there to drink, I'd always hear this voice call my name, and it would just get louder and louder and louder. And then one day I figured it out, man. It was the old lady yelling for me.
But it'd be a whole nother fucking podcast. You know what? Maybe we ought to start a fucking podcast relating to just fucking like fucking haunted shit, man.
We need to go to go. The guys from Waste to White are talking about that. I've been talking to them about that.
Let's fucking do it.
I would love to go to.
You fucking heard this
I like
first.
to go walk through the cemetery at night where my mom and dad's buried, man. They got a great big mausoleum, dude. That sits right square in the middle of that motherfucker, man.
So I've got this book. It's Haunted Road Atlas, and it like has all over the country of different spots that are, you know, supposedly haunted or whatever, and it, you know, tells you all the details and shit. I always have a fucking road trip and do that shit.
I have another YouTube page called L.C.M.H. Paranormal.
We need to talk about
I already
this.
started the page.
Hey,
I'm ready to go.
during these songs and shit, we're gonna talk about that.
Cool. I used to have an aunt, man. Whenever I go to her house, if you went about halfway up her stairs to the upstairs, I couldn't go no further. It would fucking paralyze me, man. And then later on in life, I told my mom and dad about that.
Yeah.
And my dad said that one time him and mom were on the couch and they saw a figure come in the front door, hang a hat on a fucking hall tree, and walk up the steps, man.
No shit.
Shadow figure, dude. So, but yeah, that is another fucking podcast. Right, man, we're going to finish it up. Seize eternity. Give in. I'm going to apologize to these guys, man. These guys sent me this way back, and I just haven't done a podcast since then. So finally we got it out here. We got the Awakening with Passage, Lost Circus. This place is mad, and A Scarred Existence with Race War. And we will see you later on.
It's been so long chasing dreams. It's hard to live in real life. But some goals I have achieved, but some still left inside. Still chasing these dreams. Still I climb. Still chasing these dreams. Things ain't always what they seem, but it still comes with a price. Will you stay true to your beliefs? Are you just here for the ride? For the ride, still chasing these dreams. Still I climb. Still chasing these dreams. Myself up out the mud to get where I stand. I let myself down before, it won't happen again. I pick myself up out the mud to get where I stand. I let myself down before, it won't happen again. It won't happen again. It won't happen again. I let myself down before, it won't happen again.
As time slides under the rain and dreams are sown in doubt, memories refrain. I feel the life I've known. The rope is tied, but the melody plays on. On and on, with the rivers of the night. On and on, with the rivers of the night. On and on, with the rivers of the night, rivers of the night. Oh, stay alive, stay the course. Try to learn before the final verse. Under the sound and the silence of age, dreams still ripple on memory's lake, and the walls and the fires, and the leaves and the fires remain. Still here, and I'll always be. Sometimes the path's unclear when you
S10-Ep2.